I want to extend a warm welcome to everybody who's here. I think I know almost everyone in the room, so it feels like a real homecoming party. So thank you for being here. As most of you know, my name is Marguerite Wells. I am the Vice President of Renewable Development for Invenergy. Don't make me cry. I'm a 5th generation New Yorker, the 6th generation right here. And when I'm not working on wind farms, I have a farm of my own in Tompkins County, Central New York. And I've really had so much fun meeting with and working with so many of the people in this room. And some of the people in this room worked with me even before I was at Invenergy on the project that didn't get built. And here today is a project that did get built, and it is just fabulous. So thank you. Thank you to the special people in this room, and you know who you are, who stuck with me all those years, and here we are building stuff in New York. It's so exciting. We're also pleased because this is such a great location to have this party. Thank you to Cal Rose for hosting us. He's actually out milking his cows, I do believe. I don't think he's actually in the tent right now. We did roll out the green carpet for you. Not the red carpet. It's a green carpet. But it's his best hay. And it got us across the mountains. I said, Cal, you didn't need to use the nice stuff. The bad hay would have worked too. And he said, this is all I've got. I've only got good hay. It's also an extra special day because we're not just celebrating number 3 wind. We are also celebrating the first project in the Clean Path New York portfolio to reach operations. And for those of you who are not familiar with Clean Path New York, some of the other speakers are gonna talk a little bit more about that. But suffice to say, it's a portfolio of projects that's going to be delivering even more clean energy to New York State. But before we dive in, bear with me as I give a few thank yous to the whole team. So there's the team who actually worked on number 3 wind. We've got Gordy Gray and Rachel, Peter and Justin here, and the rest of the Clean Path New York team, and the Invenergy team as well. So that includes Mick Baird, who is the Executive Vice President of Renewable Development for Invenergy. We've got James Murphy, Senior Vice President of Development for Invenergy. In the world, we've got Luke Falk right here, Chief Operating Officer of Energy RE and Clean Path New York. We've got Phil Toyer right here, President of Development for New York Power Authority. And we are also pleased to have members of NYSERDA's team with us. So we've got Natal Shakarjian here today, who is the Senior Advisor for Large-Scale Renewables. And the biggest thank you, of course, goes to the local community, everybody in Lewis County, town of Lowellville, town of Harrisburg, who have been the most wonderful hosts for this project and a real pleasure to work with every step of the way. So thank you. You know, I really take personally, and we in Invenergy take it really to heart to work with the community and build a project that is the project that makes sense for everybody. And so we're so thankful for this community to be a really wonderful place to work. Lewis County is my favorite place to work. I just love it up here. So today's program will be a celebration of our shared success here. This includes this major milestone for Clean Path New York, which is a first of its kind public-private partnership that will advance New York's ambitious climate goals and transition our whole energy sector into a cleaner, greener economy. As a first of its kind project, number 3, as the first in the portfolio, really sets things moving to go in the clean energy direction for all of New York State. Together, these projects demonstrate momentum towards creating a leading clean energy economy here in the state of New York, one that will create new jobs, deliver clean, emissions-free energy to consumers, grow the economy, and deliver benefits to communities like this one across the state. And that's something we should all be proud of. On that positive note, I am here to introduce you to James Murphy.
Thank you, Marguerite, and thank you to everyone for being here today. It's a real pleasure for all of us involved. You know, at Invenergy, we describe ourselves as innovators that are building a sustainable world. And for us, it's been more than just a slogan. It really reflects all the work that our company has done for more than 20 years. This company has been at the forefront of the American sustainable energy transition since its very beginning. we've ushered in hundreds, and literally hundreds, of clean energy generation projects, and we've pushed the boundaries of technology to help solve the toughest energy problems that are out there. Number 3 is actually our 6th project here in New York. We've done this in New York an awful lot, and we've done it all around the world, and we are no stranger to complexity. So it is with that track record that I can tell you the milestone we are celebrating here today is no small feat. Number 3 is a transformative energy project, and it's helping to build the clean energy economy in New York, one that is driven by community partnership and focused on a better future for generations to come. Through dedication, hard work, and bold action, Number 3 is delivering clean energy to the grid today, and it's poised to deliver benefits to the Lowville and Harrisburg communities for year after year. Now, to that end, there's a lot of things that stand out when we reflect back on what happened in actually building the Number 3 project. One of the things I'd like to highlight is that this site set a very impressive construction safety record. Last summer, Number 3 completed more than 200,000 hours of work without a single incident. Now, here at the company, safety is our top priority, and part of building a sustainable world is making sure that when people show up every day, they go home the same way they came. So we couldn't be prouder that we were able to reach commercial operations knowing that we did the job, did it well, and did it safely. So thank you to all our partners, to all the hard work that happened on this site to make sure that that occurred. We also wouldn't be celebrating today without all our community partners, from project landowners to leaders in the community, state officials and agencies, everyone in between that all touched this project as we moved along. You can't build projects like this without landowners and communities who want to participate, and we couldn't have done it without your strong support. All these relationships that have been cultivated across Lewis County over the entire development construction process really stand out as incredible. And as a company and for all partners involved, we look forward to being a proud member of this community for decades to come. There are no shortage of challenges in trying to build this project. That's why I paused. There's a lot of things that come to mind when I reflect back on the long road it took to get this project built. You know, and some of those are typical when we're trying to build energy projects of this type. But some of them are also unique. And when I think back on Number 3 and all the years and all the people that it took to build it, you know, there were contractual problems, there were regulatory problems, there was a pandemic, a supply chain issue, and a whole bunch of other uncertainties. But what happened was bold action by all the parties that allowed us to get here today to cut the ribbon on this site. And for us and for our partners, this is just the beginning. Here in the state, we need to continue to be clear-eyed about the path ahead and ensure that we can continue to deliver viable projects like this that solve New York's toughest challenges. I know for myself and for the management team at the company, we've never been more certain that our team here in the state and the teams that are going to be added will be up to this task. So on behalf of myself, my current colleagues, past colleagues, a whole lot of people, thank you. You know, we've broken ground at projects all across the world. I have been very privileged in my career working for Invenergy to have ceremonies like this on 3 continents. And we've seen thousands of megawatts built, hundreds of miles of transmission lines, and they all deliver power safely and efficiently. We've never cut a ribbon. This is the first time that we've done it for a generation project that's on a transmission line that will be this transformative for the state. I am so grateful to be here to witness it and to celebrate the ingenuity, the collaboration, and the dedication it took to get to this momentous day. And we look forward to the many more clean energy milestones that we can accomplish together here in New York together. Thank you very much.
And I wanted to introduce Luke Fogg as our next speaker.
Thank you, Marguerite, and congratulations to Invenergy and everybody who worked on this tremendous project. Good morning, and thanks for having us join everyone to celebrate this important milestone for Lowville and the North Country and the state of New York. Today represents progress, concrete, tangible progress, toward a future that we as New Yorkers are working toward together. It's a healthy future for our children, a strong economy, and good paying jobs in our communities. A New York that is energy independent and power that can be depended on when we need it most. And that's what we're here fighting for. That's the completion of what number 3 represents. Number 3 is the first project to come online, as has been noted, in a statewide initiative called Clean Path New York. It's the largest clean energy infrastructure initiative that New York has undertaken in half a century. It includes more than 20 new wind and solar projects all across the state. It's being advanced by a partnership comprised of Invenergy, Energy Re, and the New York Power Authority. And it'll tie into new grid infrastructure to deliver the power when and where it's needed most. By the time Clean Path New York is complete, we'll have added 3,800 megawatts of new wind and solar into our grid, so we can transform away from foreign fossil fuel sources and instead plug into New York's own clean energy supply. We'll create more than 8,000 family-sustaining jobs and train our young people for careers in the green economy. We'll generate $5 billion in economic development in communities across the state, avoiding 49 million tons of carbon emissions, which is like taking 9 million cars off the road. We'll cut fossil fuel-fired pollutants from New York's electric sector by more than 20% every year, and we'll invest millions of dollars into our neighborhoods for education, job training, public access to healthcare, apprenticeships, and reliable energy solutions that lay the foundation for generations to come. And the best part of all of this, on top of the renewable, reliable energy, the good jobs and the clean air, is the fact that communities in every corner of this great state are coming together to get this done. Communities just like Lowville, who are raising their hands to say yes to a sustainable future in New York. That's the only way a just transition can work, and it's the only way that it should work. Hand in hand with local communities, stakeholders, public officials, labor organizations, small businesses, and suppliers, paving a way forward together. So thank you again for coming together this morning to celebrate what this day means for number 3, for Clean Path New York, for New Yorkers here today, and the ones that will be born into today and into the tomorrow we're building for them. And thank you to our Clean Path partners again. It's such an honor to be here alongside you, Invenergy and NYPA, and to NYSERDA and the governor for their diligence in making New York's climate goals a reality. Thank you.
Thank you, Luke. And Phil Toya from New York Power Authority.
Good morning. My name is Phil Toya. I'm president of NYPA Development, a division of the New York Power Authority that works to develop creative, forward-looking, collaborative energy projects like Clean Path New York to help the state meet the ambitious clean energy goals. The Power Authority is proud to be a collaborator along with Invenergy and Energy Re on the Clean Path project. The commercial operation of the number 3 wind farm is a big step forward for the Clean Path New York project. I'm very happy to be here today with all of you to celebrate this milestone and to congratulate and thank everyone who had a hand in completing this project. I know it's taken a great deal of work to get here. As owners and operators of 1/4 of New York's transmission system, NYPA's role in the Clean Path project is primarily to help build and reinforce 175 miles of underground transmission, which will help carry energy from the number 3 wind farm and other renewable resources to areas across the state where it is most needed. Governor Hochul has called for an all-hands-on-deck response to the challenges that climate change poses for our state. Clean Path represents exactly that, an all-hands-on-deck approach to bringing more affordable, renewable energy online in New York. With the completion of this first renewable energy project in the Clean Path New York portfolio, please excuse the pun, but now we literally have the wind at our backs. I want to congratulate the Invenergy team, and also looking forward to working with Invenergy and Energy Re on the advancement of the Clean Path project. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Bill. And Mikkel?
Good morning, everyone. I'm a little scared of this. Thank you so much, Marguerite, and thank you to Invenergy and the entire Clean Path team for having me here today to celebrate in this tremendous movement forward. We're very happy to see this project come online. My name is Mikkel Shakarjan. I'm Senior Advisor with NYSERDA. I manage the Tier 4 program, including the contract with Clean Path New York. Before I begin, I just really want to thank all of the landowners, the local partners, and the state partners who are here with us today. The state could not advance these projects without your support. The number 3 wind is a major achievement in the state's pursuit of a future powered by renewable energy. It is also a tangible example of New York's ability to strategically partner with companies whose projects best help us meet the urgency of our climate action goals. I'm very excited to be here coming off of Earth Week, where number 3 wind was announced as one of 8 projects to reach commercial operations in just the last 6 months. Projects like number 3 wind not only reduce emissions to address climate change, but will also pay dividends through local investment and job creation, all the while building a more resilient and reliable grid. But this project's impact does go far beyond just the benefits it will bring to Lewis County. The number 3 wind project is contracted through our Tier 1 program, but it will also supply energy through the Clean Path line, a Tier 4 project. As the first operational asset in Clean Path New York's portfolio, today's milestone represents the first step in delivering clean energy, renewable power, directly from upstate to New York City. One day, the wind blowing here in Lewis County will help to power homes in Queens, improving the air those families breathe in a place commonly referred to as Asthma Alley. When you take a step back, it is truly remarkable to think about the wide-ranging economic and environmental benefits this portfolio will bring to the state. I really want to commend the many partners whose commitment and very hard work made it possible to commemorate in this project today. Your extraordinary collaboration across communities, together with the state's strong commitment, makes celebrations like today possible. NYSERDA could not be more proud to be engaged in these partnerships. We are looking forward to working with all of you as we continue investing in our communities, in our planet, and above all, in a healthier and more prosperous future for all New Yorkers. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Mikkel. I want to introduce Ann Reynolds, the Executive Director of ACE New York, which is the Renewable Energy Trade Organization representing all New York.
So good morning and welcome to this celebration. I drove here today from Glenville, New York, which is a beautiful place. I'm a little embarrassed to discover when I got here that there's not one but 2 people here that I went to high school with. New York is a small town. But as an upstate New Yorker, I think it's a beautiful place. But then when I drive up here to Lewis County, and I've done it quite a few times because of the presence of the wind industry here, what a beautiful place. What a beautiful place you live in. It's such beautiful vistas and adorable little communities. One of these places that makes New York special. But it is a little bit off the beaten path, right? And so it makes it all the more special that this is a place that is at the forefront, at the cutting edge of what New York State is trying to do, which is a really big, ambitious goal of showing the country and showing the world how we make power that powers our daily lives and do it without making pollution, right? That we're making electricity without making air pollution. And that's a place where, who would have thought, right, that this is a place that would be at the forefront of that transition and showing the rest of the state how to get it done. So congratulations for having that leadership role. And the other thing I wanted to say is echoing what people have said before. It takes a long time and a lot of people to make a project like this happen. But it starts with landowners who are open-minded enough to think, maybe I'll think about doing that. And then it takes local government that's open-minded enough to think, how can this benefit our community and bring those benefits here, right? And as you mentioned, it takes our brothers and sisters in the labor movement, laborers, operating engineers, electricians to really make it happen. And not only the companies that we're celebrating, but it wouldn't happen without the support of the state of New York that's created these policies to bring these projects along and have New York State in this leadership role. So I'm not saying anything that everyone hasn't already said, but a hearty congratulations to you, because at the end of that long and sometimes painful process, I mean, how many hours have Marguerite and Kate spent sitting around tables talking to landowners and local communities about what this project means and bringing that project to fruition? But at the end of that process, we have so much to celebrate. And for me, from the Alliance for Clean Energy, I hope this is one of many, many more ribbon cuttings across the state. So thank you so much and congratulations.
Thank you so much, Ann, and it's really my pleasure to introduce Cheyenne Steria as head of Lewis County's IDA and really a partner in bringing this project forward.
I'm a little bit scared of this mic now, too. So we like to say in Lewis County that we're kind of the original green energy producers in New York State. This isn't new to us at all. Before I was born, there was hydroelectric facilities being built. We have a couple wind towers. This project may put us at the forefront in New York State, actually. I think we may, just for a second, be the leading green energy producer in the state. So this wasn't new, although I did come to the Lewis County IDA right as this project was getting negotiated. My background is wildly varied, but this was not the same as pitching packaging to Bloomingdale's or Coach or building scrubbers for coal burning power plants. I quickly learned that this was going to be a different process, but that Marguerite and Invenergy in general were a willing partner in the process. I'm glad that I wasn't given any limelight and the hiccups and speed bumps that happened along the way. There may have been about 4,000 Excel models that went back and forth. But we solved all the problems I think that we needed to solve at a local level. The IDA is tasked with incentivizing these projects, right? But at a community level, as more than the IDA, as the economic development leader in the county, we're tasked at making this make sense for the community. So it was a non-negotiable that the pilot was going to happen, and it was a non-negotiable for our taxing jurisdictions that pilot would happen at a rate that, at least at a rate that all of the others had been negotiated. But I had a board that was strongly in favor of doing more, and I had a partner in Invenergy that was willing to do more. So we were able to establish a community fund that Invenergy is investing in for the next 30 years, bringing $6 million into this community. And I think that says something about this partner that none of the other partners have done before. And I commend Invenergy for that, and I commend Marie. You know what was going to happen. So the next years are bound to look different. There's legislation that's coming down that is going to make the next years, I'm sure, not easy, challenging. But I love solving problems, and I think we can work through everything and make this continue to make sense for our community.
appreciated Cheyenne, it's my pleasure to introduce Lisa Verkler from the Lewis County Legislature.
Hello, good morning. Thank you, Marguerite. And I love that I got the memo for the green. This isn't an Invenergy jacket, but I do think I might need one after this. So, it's a pleasure to be with everyone here today celebrating the official opening of the number 3 wind farm. It's many years of hard work and cooperation between Invenergy and the Lewis County community. Green energy investment fulfilled today is only possible because of the time and energy dedicated to building relationships and trust between the developer and the community. It is because of those relationships and the give and take of negotiations that we can confidently stand shoulder to shoulder today and celebrating a win-win for everyone involved. If I was going to do the puns, I would say win-to-win, but I'm not going to do that. This project is a win for Invenergy as they bring another state-of-the-art project on a facility online. This project is a win for New York State as it furthers our shared clean energy and climate goals, and it's obviously a win for Lewis County. The tax revenue from this project will fund years of investments in our schools, towns, and county infrastructure. The cooperation between local leaders and developers also spurred the creation of the first Community Development Fund, where community groups, schools, local governments across Lewis County can tap into the financial resources shared by Invenergy for years to come. With the addition of number 3 wind today, Lewis County is home to over 350 wind turbines, by far the most of any county in New York. And Lewis County, in partnership with local towns, school districts, and economic development agencies, has also developed a very progressive solar development policy that incentivizes development but protects active agricultural property in our community. By all measures, Lewis County should be seen as a model for how rural communities can coexist and benefit from green energy production. The key to this success is partnership. Partnership ensures the local community is supportive of these projects and that everyone can celebrate green energy production in Lewis County. However, it is unfortunate some policies in Albany are continually eroding the role of host communities in the development process. Through the state's 94C siting process, local land use regulations have become secondary to the energy goals. These policies can erode the very partnerships that ensure projects like number 3 wind farm are successful and loved in our communities. It is important that local governments, school districts, and developers work together to preserve the role of local communities in guiding future development. So on behalf of the Lewis County Board of Legislators, we commend everybody on a job well done, and we look forward to a productive partnership throughout the life of this project. And Marguerite, we hope to reciprocate today's invitation by having you at many ribbon cuttings for future projects funded by the Community Development Fund. Thank you.
Thanks so much, Lisa. You know, every time I get an invitation up to Lewis County, I pretty much show up. Cheyenne knows that. I'd love to introduce Bob Mullen, who's town supervisor for the town of Loudville. I think I've been meeting with Bob since I turned up in town, and miraculously he still speaks to me, is kind to me, and showed up today. Thank you, Bob.
I don't think I need the microphone because I don't need to take on the hazard. I just want to thank you all for coming here today. This has been exceptional. What you've done for our community, all the small businesses, I don't think people have a clue what it does for everybody. Whether it be a restaurant or a motel or whatever have you. Everybody else is already spoke on everything. I cannot believe
It's okay, Bob. It's okay.
the dedication that Marguerite has. She is really an asset to the company. It doesn't bother me at all to call her at any given time. She'll always get back to me because I always apologize and I think I overstep my bounds, and if I can't find out an answer, she's always there. Exceptional. everybody else commented on everything else. I want to thank you very much, and the town allowable doors are always open. So thank you, and Invenergy.
Appreciated, Bob. Last but not least, I wanted to welcome up John Hutchins from LiUNA to give our closing remarks.
Oh, last person.
But not least.
Yeah. Thanks, everybody. Good morning. Hello.
Good morning.
Good morning, everybody. I'm John Hutchins. I'm the Director of Organizing for the Laborers Union. The Laborers Union in New York represent over 40,000 members throughout the state. And I want to talk a little bit today about what this project means to our folks. We were heavily invested 10 years ago into the oil and gas industry in this state. Okay. And as New York State converted over from fossil fuel to renewables, our members who live in communities like this all over the state, needed a place to go to work. And by these type of projects finally, being built, our members are able to live in communities, raise their kids, pay their mortgages, and be good citizens. And I want to thank Invenergy for the opportunity to work with your team. They've been great. It's been a pleasure. It's been a pleasure to, and first class developers hire first class contractors, and the Wesson Group is one of those contractors, and we appreciate all the work you guys do with us. And I just want to say thank you to Invenergy, thank you to the Wesson Group, and thanks everybody. Great project, and I went out on the last one, so have a good day.
Much appreciated, Hutch. So to close out, I want to thank all the speakers who have been here today. I want to thank all of you for attending. There's two more members of the number 3 team that I wanted to call out because I failed to in the first instance. Mike Shipley, and at the back, Lori Cooner. This project could not be standing here without Lori, who lives about a mile from here and has got everything done that needed to get done. It's really amazing. So thank you all for coming out, and thank you for all being part of this exciting project that is just the beginning of a real portfolio of change for the state of New York. Please stick around. There's lots of good refreshments here and good company. Mingle around, and thank you all for coming.